Tim, 2-1 defeat this afternoon. Just sum that one up for me.
Well, started like an absolute house on fire, scored early, looked full of confidence, looked penetrative, got into some unbelievable areas. To go further ahead, I felt at the time. You can see that, they brought a few players in the week. They've made a few changes in terms of personnel. They got a boy on loan from Cambridge up front who was good. To be fair, he was a good player. He's only a young boy, but he looked a real live wire. He caught us. He ran off the back of us. Drew Ronnie, and sort of then he got sort of cut back, and we ended up conceding. And then we conceded from a second phase corner, deep round the back. Couldn't quite see through the bodies. We looked like we lost first contact. Ends up at the edge of the box, and they score a shot through traffic. Two poor goals from our point of view. I thought we probably dominated then towards half time. The only times we looked susceptible was on the counter attack. Second half, really, and we was really in the game. I had no issues. I had issues with the goals we conceded, but certainly not with the way we were playing offensively. Just told them chances would come at half time, and chances did come. I thought we bossed the vast majority of the second half, limited them to counter attacks really. But we're guilty of not being ruthless enough or lethal enough with our chances. We seemed to have the ball bouncing around in there umpteen times, and we didn't manage to smash it in the net, which is disappointing. But the bottom line is I can't knock. I think every single player gave every ounce of what they got for us today, gave everything for the cause, and we've come up short. And we're guilty of missing chances and probably giving two poor goals away.
It's the first defeat since Boxing Day. Is that just the key difference between the two teams today? Because I didn't think there was too much between us, and I thought we dominated the sort of second half.
Yeah.
Most of it anyway. So is that the sort of key difference today, just being clinical at both ends?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm just trying to think if Ronnie's had too many saves to make. I mean, they got sort of breakaways and got into some dangerous areas. We switched off on a couple of set pieces in the second half, but the vast majority, my neck's looking to my left, watching us in and around their final third. But yeah, I mean, listen, their goalkeepers made a couple of saves, to be fair, but we're probably just guilty of not being absolutely ruthless enough in that 18-yard box, really, and that's where games are won and lost. But I would say in the last 2 or 3 months the boys have improved massively. I think they're really digging in and having a go now. There's a real good work ethic. There's a good spirit about them, which I really like. Obviously, I'm disappointed. I hate losing any game, and I'm disappointed to lose today because as we started, I thought we looked a real threat. But things like that happen in football, and we have to take it on the chin. Listen, St Ives have been going through their own issues, and they've had Ricky's lads have worked their socks off today as well. There's no doubt about that. So we move on. Bishop Stortford on Tuesday night at home, and we have to regroup on Monday and come out of traps firing.
And as you mentioned, you got Bishop Stortford, then you got Sudbury, so you got 2 back-to-back home games if they're on. Just first, how do you sort of bounce back now from this one? I know it's not too much, but how do you sort of get your boys to go again?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've been scoring goals. Excuse me, coming into today, we're scoring threes and a couple of threes, and looking as though we've got goals in us. And that, when I came in, that was clearly the issue was we weren't scoring any goals. We weren't letting many in, but we certainly weren't scoring any. So it's how can we create chances and how can we convert them, because you can't win otherwise. And I think that we're moving in the right direction with that. There's no doubt. And listen, we've lost some players. We haven't really brought anyone in as such, which is is fine. We've got a decent squad here, and that squad's going to get tested now in the next 3 or 4 weeks, because we're Saturday, Tuesday for quite a period of time now, catching them games up over that we missed over Christmas. So yeah, as you say, back to back home games. Listen, in terms of bouncing back, what do? We come in and work on Monday. Have a look at obviously how Bishop Stortford have set up and rocked up at Aylesholme today. I know they lost, but we've got to get out of traps, front foot football, and go and try and win the game, and that's what we'll do, and we'll try and set up a shape and a personnel to go and do that.